These Peaceful Warriors Martial Arts Teammate Online Academy classes are brought to you by the Miami Public Library, with support from the Oklahoma Department of Libraries, and the Institute of Museum and Library Services.
Me and my team got moving made. We gonna apply that pressure you thought you was safe. Anything we do from now on is not for sure. Better lock the door, cause you know we go. Grind, get up and go get it. Grind, get up and go get it. Get up and go get it. Get up and go get it. Grind, get up and go get it.
Hello and welcome to Teammate Tricking from the Teammate Online Academy. This is video 2 of this series. I am Corey, this is Axel, and we are breaking down the techniques in this combination right here. So in the first video, we broke down the first technique, the pop 180 round kick. And we talked about how when you're setting goals, sometimes a goal can feel unachievable. Mostly it's just because for most people, they don't know where to start. And so it comes down to being able to break it down into the smallest pieces possible and practice all of those pieces enough times to be able to build it up. This also requires discipline and perseverance. Discipline is always about trying your best, even when it's hard, even when we get frustrated. And perseverance is about just never giving up on things. Sometimes these techniques can get a little bit frustrating. This next one we're working on is the second technique in the combination called Martello, which you can see right here. Now Martello is one of those techniques that can be a little bit frustrating because it looks relatively simple, but until we get all the pieces of the body and mechanic working together, it can be difficult to figure out what's going wrong while we're learning it and trying to do it. So, we're going to break it down into the smallest pieces, and if you find yourself getting frustrated, just pause the video, go for a walk, and then come back and try it again with a fresh mind and look at, it's difficult to do the technique and think about all the little pieces of it all at once. So, each time you're having trouble, just try to look for the one piece that's causing you problems and then practice that. So, we're going to start off learning the Martello by actually learning a different technique, which is known as rastiada in capoeira, right? Or rastiada. It kind of depends on who you talk to in capoeira. Or in other martial arts, it's also known as a round sweep kick or a front side sweep kick. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start off, put your right leg in front. Your right leg will be closest to the screen. That will make it your front side leg, okay? So you're going to have your right leg in front, which means your right hand, the front side hand, is the one that we're going to work with first. So we're going to practice the setup of this. First, we've got to practice making sure we get our hand flat on the floor without touching our knees down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that front side hand and we're going to put it outside your foot like this without touching your knee down. And then pop up and down and up. Are you using the palm of your hand? And down. You don't want it to be your fingers because this can cause injuries. You don't want in the habit of having your thumb hanging out or anything like that. It causes injuries too. Make sure your palm is flat. And back up and down, up, down, up. Nice. Go ahead, switch feet. So now we got our left leg in front. You should have your left leg in front. We're going to take our left hand and go down right beside our foot. And down, up, down, up. Make sure you're hitting the palm of your hand down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Nice job. Now we're going to switch feet again. We're going to go back to having your right leg in front. Grab the second part. Probably one of the most important parts of this mechanic, which is the other arm. This arm swinging up by your ear is what generates the spin that creates this technique. So, now when we put our hand down, in you guys' case, it's going to be your right hand that goes down. You're going to take your left hand, swing it up by your ear, and lean sideways as you place your hand down. Are we ready? So hand down, swing the arm, and lean sideways. Nice. Back up. Remember, don't reach too far away from your foot. You really want your hand within a few inches of your foot. Down, boom, and up. You might notice that I almost set mine behind my foot a little bit. Do you do that, Axel? I usually put my hand a little bit behind my foot. And down. And up. Oh, you do too, a little bit. All right, go ahead, switch feet. So now you should have your left leg in front. Put our left hand down. Swing the right hand up so our bicep touches our ear while we tilt sideways. And down. So when we do this, you should feel a big, long stretch right here. Back up. The tighter that stretch is, the more powerful and fast your technique is going to be. And down. And up. And just make sure you're not touching your knee to the ground. Down. And up. Good. Now, let's go ahead and do a couple more of those on the other side. Let's switch back with your right leg in front. Let's just do a couple more. Down, make sure we're swinging and getting that full stretch right here. Then back up. Down, and back up. Now, the reason we want that stretch from the arm swing is the tighter we stretch this out, the more whip we're going to get on our kick when we actually let it go. Now, this time we're going to start to let the kick go for rastiada, but we're going to do a very basic version of it. We're not going to return to backside. We're just going to swing about 3/4 of the way around. So, start with your right leg in front. Right hand is front side. We're going to do the same swing. Down. This time, you're going to let your foot just above the ground. You can even drag it on the ground if you want to. You're going to slide your knees together while you sit down on your front heel. Boom. When I say sit down on your front heel, it's the same thing as when you crouch on the balls of your feet with your heels off the ground and stick one leg out. This would be your ending position. So let's come back up. Got your right leg in front. We're going to go down, swing the leg, sit on the other foot. Nice job. This is actually the opening of a technique we'll be doing in a later video known as grass cutter as well. There's a lot of fun variations on it, like spinning on your foot and stuff like that. I know Mr. Axel really loves those. All right, so we're going to have our right leg in front. Let's do one more. This time we're going to do it a little more smoothly. We're not going to stop in the middle. So down, swing through. Nice. Now we're going to put your left leg in front. We're going to go left hand down, right hand swings, right leg comes across. Down, feel the stretch. Pull your knees together while you crouch onto your other foot. Nice. We're going to do it again. Down, pull across, and come through here. It's helpful to keep your foot just, half inch off the ground so you don't rub your foot on the ground. That can end up hurting a little bit unless you got socks or shoes on, then it's not so bad. But let's do one more on that side. Left hand down, right hand swings, right foot across. Nice. That's basic Rastiata. But now what we want to do is turn our Rastiata into a full backside. Couple ways to do that. One is spinning on your foot like I mentioned earlier, but that's the advanced way. Do you want to show that real quick?
Sure.
Spin backside on your foot. On one foot while you crouch. Yeah. But don't worry, we're not going to get into that today. It's just an added difficulty thing you can do. Actually, what we are going to do to try to get all the way back around to backside is we are going to, instead of sitting on the front leg, we are actually going to straighten it as we bring our foot across. That's going to help us get more momentum while we push with our hands. So go ahead and start with your right leg in front. And it all starts the same way, with the right hand going down beside the foot, left hand swinging up to the ear, boom. But this time, instead of sitting on this foot while we bring our leg across, we're going to bring our leg across while we straighten that foot and bring it all the way back around to where it started behind us. That's returning to backside, okay? So let's try it again. Right leg in front, we'll go just a little bit faster. Right hand down, left hand goes up. Good. We're going to swing the leg through as we straighten that other leg, which brings us all the way back again. Let's do one more, just a bit quicker. Ready, and go. Good. Now, if you're having trouble spinning, it could be because of how you're swinging your arm, but it also could be because of how your foot is connected to the ground. A lot of people try to spin on their heel, but remember, if you try to spin on the back of your foot on the heel, it forces your knees straight and it forces your hips behind your foot, which makes it nearly impossible to balance. Not impossible, but it's really, really hard. And then you have to rely on momentum rather than actual strength and control. If you have your whole foot touching the ground while you try to spin, well, that's just too much surface area touching the ground. It creates too much friction. It's too hard for your whole foot to slide. So really, the best thing to do is to come up on the ball of your foot by lifting your heels off the ground. So when you're spinning, you're only spinning on the ball of your foot with your heel up. That allows you to keep your joints in line, which lets you keep much better balance. So we're going to go ahead and switch sides. Put your left foot in front now. We're going to drop our left hand down. Right hand swings through. Remember to pick up your heels so you're on the ball of your foot while you swing that other leg through. And a little bit slow. Hand down, arms back. I'll lift my heel up. So I'm going to be going on the ball of my foot. And I swing my other leg through while I spin back to backside position. Let's do that one again. Left hand down. Right hand swings. Heel up. Swing it all the way back to the back. Good. Let's switch feet again. Go just faster on both sides. Now you got your right leg in front. We're going to go down, swing, and all the way through as we stand back up. Let's do one more on that side, and go. Now, you can all either slide your foot on the ground or hold it up just about this high or an inch off the ground. That's okay. This is just a low kick, getting the technique of Martello down. So now you're going to have your left leg in front. I'm going to do that side a little bit quicker. And swing all the way through. One more time. And swing all the way through. Now, the only thing we need to do to that technique right there, to turn it into this technique right here, known as Martello, is we've got to straighten our base leg farther, and we've got to lift our kicking leg higher. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. A common mistake in beginners is they'll try bringing that leg all the way around in a big circle. Don't worry so much about the circle. Focus on bringing your leg up and back down. And what that does is your leg comes up and then bring it back down really close to your other leg. That helps you stay in balance so you don't end up with your foot hanging way off out to the side, right? So start with your right leg in front. Bring your right hand down. Left hand's going to swing by your ear. But this time, as we start to straighten that base leg, we're going to lift our back leg up higher and kick across higher with it. Use your hand to help you spin. It's okay if you just get here for now. Over time, you'll get it higher and higher. So I've got our right leg in front. Let's do that again. Right hand to the ground, left hand swings. Swing the leg up and back down by your other foot. Nice. Now switch foot. It's your left foot in front. This time your left hand's going to go down, right hand's going to swing, right foot is going to lift, up and through. Nice. Let's do one more on that side. Left hand down, right hand swings, up and through. Nice job. Now, to end this off, let's apply that to our Pop 180 round kick. If you don't already know the Pop 180 round kick, make sure you go back and get the breakdown of that. So we're actually going to start off sideways to the screen. I want you to, it doesn't matter which leg you start in the front, just know that the leg closest to the screen is front side, the leg farthest is back side. So we're going to be turning front side for our Pop 180 round, and we're going to return it back to back side. So we're going to pop jump, round kick, all the way back to back side. Then to transition to our Martello, we take our front side hand, beside our front foot, swing the other arm across, and the same leg is going to kick again. Up and back down. Good, now let's switch sides. So now, remember, using our arms to twist, we're going to pop, kick out, and return to backside. The front side hand goes down as we swing up and through to Martello. Let's switch sides one more time. All right. Pop, round kick, pull it all the way back to backside, front side hand down, and Martello. Now let's really smooth it up. You guys ready? Put them together. Go a little slow, but make sure you don't hesitate between the moves. 1, put it down. 2. Good, and one more on this side. Here we go, and 1, put it down. 2. Nice job, guys. Well done putting together the first part of this combination for Teammate Tricking in the Teammate Online Academy. Come back next time when we focus on this technique right here. And that's where it starts to get fun and a little bit more complicated. Till we see you again, try your hardest, use your discipline, pay attention, break down your goals. It doesn't matter how hard that goal seems, you can achieve it. If you break it down into small enough pieces, you spend enough time at it, you try hard enough, and you never give up. Be the best teammate you can be, and be the best at being you.